It's T. Michelle Birdsong. Eve, mother of all living, daughter of the sun. You're looking at a picture of Jesus Christ, the Buddha, now being Gwenda Singh Dillon, the son of the sun. The picture of the son of the sun, Adam, now being Michael Bublé. I'm mainstreaming T. Michelle's mainstreaming spiritual news to you. Denial and acceptance on rssb.org website. There are excerpts from this article. The saints tell us that we accept what we should deny, and we deny what we should accept. Hazur Maharaji Charan Singh said in the satsang back in 1964. Our colossal ignorance of reality keeps us forever chained. Note from Eve, I'm paying attention to my bloodstream. I'm eating beautiful, nutritious fruits and vegetables. Fruits, kiwi fruit, according to Dr. Noel Taylor, the most nutritious fruit in the world. And I'm eating bananas, oranges, and raisins daily. I ate today fresh spinach, sliced cucumbers, sliced tomatoes, red bell pepper, and scallions, and the salad was sprinkled with lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. Now that I am eating pinto beans, fresh avocado, and drinking fresh squeezed lemon juice and water when I awake to flush my liver, and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to clean my kidneys, I'm seeing the equivalent live streams on right-wing YouTube podcasts. As goes Eve to Michelle, so goes the world. According to this satsang, it says, secondly, Hazur tells us that while we are alive, Adam's will, A for Adam, L for will, I for pleasure, V for vibration, E for Eve's. Adam's will, his willingness, pleasures, vibration of Eve's energy. Adam's will is pleasure vibrations of Eve's energy. Louis Stout used to say to Eve, your vibrations are strong. What Eve likes, the good doer does it, or its equivalent. Denial and acceptance. Accept patient, RSSB. Accept patient, Angel Michelle. No, entered North Carolina, conscious C order us. C for C, O for order, US us for us, which is Adam and Eve is us. C for C, I for pleasure, O for ode, C order, us, Adam and Eve, C pleasure owed as after lifetimes of doing great work, being renowned, now poorer than the poor. unknown though source of good energy. Eve, good energy all around. Hazor, H for heaven, A for A, 2, Z for Z, 1. Heaven is A to Z, 1. A to Z. Order, enter. Eve, earth, heart, the art, talk and share. Start, the start. Listen to the true, the heart feelings. True part, experiencing the real deal. Will Smith, the genius in Aladdin, said, "Be specific with your words. Mirror exactly when you do talk and share therapy," is what that means to Eve. Genie said, "The deal is in the details." Details. Deactivate the tales, the stories, the beliefs that people have in their subconscious programming that they replay through habit. Habit of pleasure. Tip, form good habits. Jack Canfield, super successful author, counselor to Fortune 500 companies, says, "You can form a new habit by doing it every day without missing a day for 30 days. Eve says, "What if something in your habit mind, your subconscious mind, keeps you from being consistent? Find out what is the origin of your lack of consistency with talk and share art therapy. Then form helpful toward happiness habits." Sounds good to me. I remember when an inconsistency occurred. I for pleasure, N for North, C for Carolina, O for order. Pleasure in North Carolina, order. Nature secret. N for enter, AT for at, UR for your, secret for secret. Enter at your secret. Nobody except your sister Martha, when you were Mary of Bethany, a bad girl who bathed Jesus Christ's feet with oil, wiping them with your hair. Only Martha now, Mary Panama, who had been your friend in Oliveri Walk-In Center for the Homeless. She remained your friend when you went to the homeless shelter for ladies in NoHo, even coming to visit you. She has always been helpful to you, even during your stay at the Catholic Charities Hotel with SRO singing room occupancies, St. Francis of Assisi. She visited many times there, helping one with the computer. The secret that she knew was Babaji Govinda Singh is in my body at my pineal gland. Owen Benjamin, my husband when he was general, then President Ulysses S. Grant, did a video on the I'm Not Owen Benjamin channel in which he talked quite a bit about the pineal gland, the third eye, located deep in the center of the brain. That's where Govinda Singh Dhillon's spirit form sits in my head 24/7, 365 days a year. And he's been there, as far as I know, since I was 5 years old, waiting for me to be unafraid of him. waiting for me to talk to him, to ask him questions, ask him to help me by doing things for me. Things decoded. The. Hing. Hing means Indian spice. G for Gorinda. S for sing. Sings, the Indian spice. Gorinda sing. And he does sing. He has sang for lifetimes as rock stars. I think it was when I became homeless that he started talking to me, or rather, I started talking to him. I remember in Kansas, I was sitting on the floor in the Coke machine room of Motel 6. He had wired me $700 or $800, I think it was $800, to pay for me a room in that motel. One of the employees, an Indian girl, did not like me. When the money came up missing, I searched the laundry room for some reason. Maybe Gorinda told me to. I looked under the machines and I saw filth. I remember when I had a room there, I had bites on my legs, accompanied by an intense and unrelenting itch. A girl in the lobby said, looking at the red whelps on my legs, "Those look like chigger bites. Do they itch?" I said, "Oh, yeah. Those are chigger bites," she said. I wonder if Stevie Wonder, I'm blind. B for blocked, L for will, IND, 8th Avenue subway train line, train of thought. Blind, blocked will, train of thought. Will is blocked. Will, by definition in philosophy. Will generally is a faculty of the mind that selects at the moment of decision, of a desire to be able to choose, is to have a will. Choose to use your will. Stevie Wonder said to Oprah, "I have no choice." What he meant was, I have no will. If you have no choice, you have no responsibility, no guilt, no blame, no shame, no blame. Lame am me. No shame. Somebody hurt a me. Guillotine operator says and feels, I was just doing my job. My family's got to eat. A person, T. Michelle, who has been deaf and blind, Helen Keller, can criticize Stevie Wonder. Back to the definition of will. It generally is a faculty of the mind that selects at the moment of decision. Yolanda Simmons made the decision for Stevie Wonder to kick me out of his raggedy ceiling falling down in places townhouse because I hadn't built up my startup. Mainstream includes to you poor black people, to where I could pay him $25,000 a month for rent, the amount of money Yolanda had Steve ask for. He's never even seen the place. He has no clue as to what a place in that condition, that wretched condition, should rent for. I spent $4,000 to get rid of the asbestos and mold in the basement of that place that Edwin, who'd lived there rent-free for 30 years, didn't even know existed. I was really in fantasy land. I figured because Stevie Wonder, the superstar Stevie Wonder, whose net worth is $110 million, even though he lacks a will, was my idea in the first place. He'd be glad. That's why I thought he'd be glad to have me develop my business, a business designed to inform the low information group, mostly black people, on his property. He'd be glad to have me develop the business on his property, since he owed black people his success because they supported him before I talked Vagoda into the Stevie Wonder super pop star identity I'd sold to Vagoda. But heaping on praise, such as, "Are you kidding? Of course little Stevie Wonder can cross over to the big time. Stevie Wonder is a musical genius. Yes, indeed, he belongs on the top. Even if Stevie was a nice guy, it's his handlers that need to be nice because they tell him what to do." I remember Aisha, Yolanda's baby, she said was Steve's, her first birthday party. Steve's mother, Lula Mae Hardaway, bought, with Stevie's money of course, diamond stud earrings for the child. Someone wasn't impressed and she snapped at them about how expensive they were. Not a thought of what year-old Aisha might have liked. When Aisha grew up, Stevie, Yolanda tried to make into another Whitney Houston, God forbid. Aisha had no star quality. Her voice volume was so low, so soft, even with the priciest microphone set up, one could hardly hear the girl. She seemed like her growth had been retarded. Although she was treated like a star by the media, she didn't deserve the attention and praise she got because she didn't pay any dues. She didn't earn star treatment. Sarita Wright's daughter, lyric wonder, not Stevie's daughter either, has a good voice. Obviously, she has Sarita's singing DNA. You can hear Lyric on a video I produced called Sneezy the Greasy Babysits Abigail. Lyric is singing a Mr. Rogers song, It's You I Like, starring my grandchildren, one of whom is Mr. Rogers' reincarnator, my grandson Seth Wynn Ranziger. My other grandson, Lou Ranziger, is Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. reincarnated. My granddaughter, Jandara Michelle, is also in the video. She's my mother, and Shirley Temple, the child singing star. And our family friend, Fallon, is in the video. She still remembers being filmed for the video. Fallon is the reincarnation of Tonto the Lone Ranger's Indian sidekick and one of Santa's reindeer. Jandara has been as Santa's deer also. She was Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. T. Michelle was Mrs. Santa Claus. Gorinda Singh is Santa, St. Nicholas himself. Oh, Mrs. Santa Charan Singh, now Gorinda Singh, is being Santa, St. Nicholas himself. Speaking of inappropriate